Hello everybody, welcome to Blue Weather Tropical Update. If you're new to Blue Weather, like this video, subscribe down below. Also, we're on Blue Weather at Facebook.com. So let's get right on to the tropical system that we're looking at, which could be called Barry once it becomes a tropical storm. We expect it to be a tropical storm probably as early as Saturday. Now, one thing that we'll first of all talk about here is the sea surface temperatures you see down here in the Gulf. Right now, they're running 29 to 31 degrees Celsius, which is 84 to 88 degrees Fahrenheit, which is perfect temperature for a tropical cyclone to develop. And it's also that 29 to 31 degrees Celsius is well above the 26.5 degrees Celsius benchmark for tropical cyclone development. So like I said, the temperatures are perfect. Also, the wind shear is, according to the upcoming model data, is perfect. If you notice that low pressure, as it comes off of the panhandle of Florida, if you look to the west of that low pressure, you'll notice that the wind shear is very low at that time. And that's showing Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. So once that thing comes down into the Gulf, it has perfect temperatures and a low wind shear. It's a perfect combination to develop into a tropical cyclone. Look at some of the model data. This is the Euro model, and as we just kind of wanted to look at a general idea where they're saying the possible landfall could be. One thing that's interesting about the Euro model, it takes the low further south into the Gulf. Now, what that could be, if something like that would happen, which, you know, the Euro usually is a little bit more accurate on the track, that means it would be in the Gulf for a longer period of time over water. Well, if it does that in the perfect atmosphere, it's very well that, you know, you could be looking at a hurricane. But as for right now, we're looking at least being a tropical storm. As you can tell, its projected landfall in the last model run was right in the center of Louisiana. The GSF has that landfall impact a little bit further west towards the edge of Texas. The GSF Legacy model on the eastern side of Louisiana projected landfall. The Icon model is right dead centered in Louisiana, so you get the kind of general idea. Most of the models are pointing towards it landing, if it comes out and develops into a tropical storm or a hurricane, that it would, once it turns back to land, would probably landfall somewhere around Louisiana. Right here is the model guidance on tropicaltidbits.com, and as you can see, right now that disturbance is over Georgia, and as that low works down into the Gulf, you see where it comes down into the favorable waters and turns towards Louisiana. Most every model does that, other than a couple. Another thing we're looking at is the right now it's called an Invest 92L, and the model intensity guidance shows it within the next few days reaching most of the models. We'll just say at least 3 or 4 of them on this guidance here is showing it being a tropical storm within the next 72 to 96 hours. Now, like I said, if the Euro's track going further south is correct, then you may actually be dealing with a Category 1 hurricane versus just a tropical storm. So it's something we'll have to look at. How long it stays over water is going to be key to how big this system actually gets by the time the weekend gets here. Now, what this will cause now is one thing that's almost guaranteed is the amount of rainfall on the Gulf Coast. And this image is a little blurry, but the brown and yellow that you see there in the Gulf is roughly 6 to 10 plus inches of rain. So anywhere in that Gulf area, you're going to expect some high rain totals out of this system, no matter what it forms out to be. Last but not least on this slide, just wanted to kind of show you, here it is just early July. If you notice on the chart, on the top part of the chart there, we're not nowhere near peak hurricane season. Peak hurricane season is September. Usually August, September, and October is your three greatest months for named hurricanes or systems. If this one does indeed turn into an Atlantic Basin tropical storm / hurricane, it would be named Barry, which would be the second, and we're nowhere near the peak season. So that's one thing that we're also watching. And that's all I have for today. But like I said, I appreciate you watching this video. Like this video, subscribe to Blue Weather. Again, we're also on Facebook with 3,600 followers on there and growing. We're trying to expand also on YouTube, so we need your support. And as always, we appreciate it, and have a wonderful day.